the little boy suddenly slipped, his entire body instantly hanging from the edge of a 10,000-meter cliff. The father, terrified by the sight, immediately reached out to pull him, but the distance was too far, he couldn't reach at all. Watching his son's strength failing, about to fall off the cliff. At the critical moment, a little Chupa rushed over. It moved along a thin steel pipe with great difficulty, trying to save the little boy, but the steel pipe grew thinner and thinner. Every step it took was extremely perilous. Just as it was about to reach the boy, the steel pipe suddenly snapped. Everyone broke out in cold sweat on the spot. In the critical moment, the little boy desperately grabbed onto Chupa's tail. This prevented him from falling into the abyss, but Chupa could barely support the weight of both of them. The two instantly began falling toward the cliff below. At the moment of life and death, Chupa used all its strength to flap its wings, miraculously lifting the boy up and flying, successfully bringing him back to the cliff top to embrace tightly with his father. However, the warmth didn't last even a few seconds. A tranquilizer dart suddenly struck Chupa. Its body swayed and it immediately collapsed to the ground. Then a hunter charged over aggressively. It turned out he had been targeting Chupa all along, planning to capture it in exchange for a huge reward. The little boy rushed over anxiously trying to save it, but facing the armed hunter, everyone was powerless. Chupa was locked in a cage and forcibly taken away. The hunter looked at the adorable little Chupa in the cage, excitedly thinking he had struck it rich. But before he could be happy for even a few seconds, a thunderous roar suddenly came from the sky. A massive divine beast descended from above, flying toward him. It turned out to be Chupa's mother. The man, seeing this enormous creature, was terrified and quickly started his car to escape. But just as the car began moving, something blocked it. The man looked back, only to discover there was another Chupa father behind him. Before he could react, the car roof was attacked again. Now 3 Chupa had surrounded the vehicle. The man had no choice but to get out of the car holding little Chupa, and threatened them with the tranquilizer gun. Chupa's mother, afraid of hurting her child, didn't dare to rashly approach. Fortunately, at that moment, an old man seized the opportunity to grab the man from behind. This finally allowed little Chupa to break free from its restraints, and escape to its father and mother's side.